Okay, another day of the conversation with the vision bearer of Kear Humanitarian Organization and the Kear Communication Network. Today is Sunday, the last Sunday in May. So we'll be having our guest, Racket Fellow, the librarian pathologist, who will be discussing some issues concerning works that he have done in Liberia. So if you're there listening to us by way of Facebook or YouTube, we ask you to share the video. Share the video. So we're waiting for a studio to get us on. I'm sure we're on the radio right now, but he left to do something. So I'm waiting for the other panelists to come on. And as usual, we usually come on by 6 o'clock, live on Kear Radio, and also on the D3 radio station in Sano. Well, my name is Monel Kishen. I'm your host, and I'm waiting for the other panelists to come in. And also, I want to celebrate myself. I want to wish myself happy birthday in advance because tomorrow is my birthday. So this is the first time I actually think about my birthday. I don't know for what reason. And this is the first time I'm thinking about my birthday because my birthday is June 1st. So it will come and pass, and then later on, I will say, oh, wow, today my birthday, but the last Sunday in the month. How are you, Andrew?
Yeah, been having some little technical issue, I think.
Everybody.
Our guest is also having some technical
Yeah, he having internet issues too, I saw. But the good thing, I put the link in the chat room, and then I send the link to your email, to other emails. So
yeah,
that's a good thing. And Jefferson, we are live, on radio. Yeah.
Jefferson, how you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you. How are you?
Great. I want to see your face always.
Yeah. And I see, let me see, he just put something in. And okay, let me just send it to his email link. I think he says email will be better off.
I sent it to his mail as well. Yeah.
You did that already, Jefferson?
Yeah, so let him just check his mail. I send it to him.
Okay, that's good. All right, because I was trying to, that's good. Okay, so to another brand new Sunday. Today is the last Sunday in May. A full lot of people, I don't know, for some reason, people think that it's four Sundays. And I have a group, Andrew, we're supposed to have meeting every last Sunday. So this guy came in and said, we got to have that meeting. Last Sunday is the meeting day. I said, when? He said today. I said, no, I'm not part of that meeting. I said, because this is not last Sunday. No, he said fourth Sunday, every fourth Sunday. I said, no, the last Sunday is today. So we should have the meeting last week. He said, no, that fourth Sunday there, you know what he said, Andrew? You know that song usually. Hey, you know what I want to say? 30 days, half September, April, June, and November.
All the rest of guys.
Now the city Jefferson told me we're talking about some day. Jefferson started seeing the city. 30 days, half September, April, June, November. He said, what made I in it?
Except everywhere with 28. So I go to Diamond all of the time.
I tell you, my man, good. Because the guy be there. He said, no. The last Sunday, I said, no, they gone was the fourth Sunday. Yeah. But anyway, I hope okay, I think he's on. And let me bring him on. Okay, Dr. Rockefeller, how are you?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you guys in studio.
Yeah. We've been having a long day, man. Long day. From yesterday and today. I even go to church today, man. It's not been an easy thing.
I can
That's
imagine.
the things, that what we put ourselves in, so we got to do it. Yeah. Definitely. And another beautiful Sunday. Tomorrow, At least this time around, I can think of my birthday because June 1st is my day, man. So I don't know. We'll just relax and be quiet on that day. Yeah.
And I read behind you 6 days after.
Oh,
Wow.
so
7 days after, yeah.
so you're Gemini. Okay, I see. Yeah. Gemini people, man. You don't even know what can make them be happy. Today they're okay. The next day they're on it. So Andrew, let's
Yes,
come in.
sir.
How you been keeping, Andrew? We're together yesterday. I shouldn't make it look that well. We're together, and thank God you home. We had some good time. We watched the game together. I don't know if
You
someone
know,
watching it themselves,
the,
but that
ga-
was nice.
that was beautiful yesterday, especially it was a little family time as well.
Yeah.
And it was something to see in Liberia. I had one of my friends, he was on the line with me. I mean, I couldn't watch the game in peace. I said, "Oh man, I am from Chelsea." They asked nothing, just leave me. Until in the end, I told him, I said, be careful what you wish for.
And the man went to coma.
He went, come on. Today he said they're having a party for closure. I said that's an irony.
What? No, you don't blame the man. The man,
Oh,
apparently they put food together. They wanted to spoil. So they said,
okay.
listen, you know what? Let's just finish it.
I tell you, man,
But that
it's
was a
something
good game.
else.
That was a good game. But before we start, let's ask and Jefferson, you came from all the way Banjo. You drove, you were in a car, in a taxi or something. I know you never walk. But how so far has the city right now? How people moving around? Or you want to tell me people celebrating PSG too in Liberia?
Yeah, which is it's a global thing to that effect because you have soccer sport lovers all across the globe. So obviously, yes, Liberians are also part of the celebration. And
Liberians overdo it for
yes,
backup, for this, for
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Tell
yeah.
us the momentum on the ground, my man. Tell us.
Well, well, the interesting part is that the president is, I mean, an Arsenal fan, and so many Liberians yesterday, especially those who are supporting the Unity Party, uh, withdrawn. This is prior to, in fact, when Arsenal scored the first, I mean, they scored their goal, and you could listen, you could hear the rhythm in the communities, in the video clubs, they play JMB, JMB, JMB. It turned out the other way now. Uh, some of them are even saying the reason Arsenal lost after 22 years is because of the support of President Bouakai. Why would President Bouakai, those are just gossip across. Why would President Bouakai, Arsenal fan? So he has still saying, "Oh, President Bouakai brought ballot to our team." So that's just about it.
Somebody mute your phone if you're not talking.
Yeah, Mr. Kishen, you want to mute your mic? Yeah, so they say Arsenal President Bouakai, oh, the president, why JMB had to join Arsenal to be a fan of Arsenal so that he didn't want me all to lose our game. But I mean, it's just what you would normally see across the city. So that's what has been happening. Well, to national issues, couple of things happening. As a matter of fact, we always begin with the road as far as Douala, almost at Douala Mansion there. So the road project has far reached over there, coming the one on your left when you go into Douala. So that's how far it is. Like I continue to say, um, if that is the final one or how it is, then that rule again I would say will not last because I mean it is not actually what Liberians need currently. This is no criticism to the government, but it is just the reality of the work being done.
They
And then
said that's a preliminary, but they would never go back there again. This is not the first time happening in Jefferson. Even
yeah,
the
that's
one
what
on Rabafi Highway,
I said.
they would just forget about it.
Yeah, and we during the course of the week, there were engineers at Vytown, the stretch of the road they're about to do that. I mean, do that rule again. So we saw engineers right at Vartown there, from Vartown to Freeport. So that is what the government is about to do in regards to the road. And then a couple of other issues been happening in the country, as you may be aware. The CSA boss Josiah Jokai, he has been invited. As a matter of fact, Senator Amarakano of Babulu County wrote to plenary, so that he could be invited to tell the Liberian people as to why, or to tell the Senate as to why he had to go to a political rally, owing to the fact that he is a government official. But he has said, in fact, that he was appointed by President Baka. He can go to any political rally. It is not against him, but it is in the constitution that presidential appointees, you have no right under the code of conduct to affiliate or attend any political rally when you are in office. So he's been a communication now has been sent by Senator Kone to that effect to go and tell that August body as to what offense, or whether he was right or wrong. So that is by far where we are. Okay. So as we go along on other issues.
Okay, and he's right. The thing is that it's in the code of conduct. But it's good. You pick and choose. I go to this person when I want to get you. When they came to power, they did it to other people. Political appointees do not attend political rallies. No matter what happens, you do not attend. Even if you're going to attend, don't let people see you. Don't play a role. But all elected officials, yes, you can go there. So that's why they call it him. And the people you're not supposed to use government cars, government properties to go to this rally, but they use it. But you see, we've been seeing it. We saw last election, we saw GSA cars going around, putting up a CDC platform, and we're going to see GSA cars this time around. You people going to use it. But when they're ready for you, it's like they said, don't pass here. Everybody passes it, but you're the only person they catch you, that's it. So let's just continue and see how are you today, and that's everything.
Yeah, finally, the Liberia traffic management. They were seen. In fact, they admitted to that. They ran out of license plates, and there were information we gathered that they were forcibly collecting plates from the Ministry of Transport, and so they ran out of plates. They started to issue wooden plates to commercial drivers, to vehicles owners, and so when it was all on the social media, they admitted that yes, they ran out of license plates, the original ones, so they had to issue wooden plates, but it is just temporary. It is for the period of 3 months.
Well, Andrew, we're talking about that, and let somebody say something. I don't know. I saw the plates. It's a plywood, a small little plywood that anybody can cut and just pin it nicely and put the numbers on it, and then somebody said, but they didn't apply wood or the high just started. So maybe they decided to use wood, huh? What you say?
Yeah, Jefferson, please continue to share the show, first of all, on Facebook and YouTube, for our followers to be able to follow us. It's unfortunate as to, when you see these things, sometimes then you wonder, where is the government functionaries? When you see these things, it's like, so who's responsible to do what? When we see the kind of thing going on, it's like, why will a government sit by to see these things going on with that different? We see the kind of thing going on. The function between the Ministry of Transport and then the police in terms of driver license and you got license plate. It's like, where are we? People just don't need to be more confused with what is going on. And I hope what is obtaining, which is very, very unprofessional, it speaks to the integrity of the government as well, that people would, the government will see reason, the president will see reason to step in these things and making sure to know who does what so that the right thing can be done. It doesn't tell well for our country, and it doesn't tell well on accountability. There were, I think, I ran off the saying to go and handle something quickly. But we were talking about the issue of, I think, was it Dr. Josiah?
Yeah, Josiah Chokar.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. I mean, the CL, how you call it, the code of conduct is plain and is there as to, the professionalism and the what is required of government official to avoid conflict of interest. These are plain issues that I hear even Senator Connor has also raised some concern about that. And I think this is also an issue of a question to the government as to, being able to walk your talk. If we can do that, you will have that guts to be able to tell others what needs to be done. But if you are not disciplined, how can you discipline other people? We've seen past government, they've done similar things and people had issue about it. So the code of conduct should be more or less be able to speak to this as to where where there's some violation and it needs to be addressed so that we can't have people doing things any way they feel like. Nothing wrong to being of the party, but if the code of conduct states X, Y, Z, we all need to conform to that,
That's true. And Chris, you want to come in? You want to weigh in?
Yeah, welcome, guys. I just got in actually. I think
Where is Rockefeller? He's out.
he's in the
Yeah,
back.
Doc he's online. He's online.
Oh, okay.
I just want to say welcome to everyone on here. P-Body said he's running late, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
even Pastor Cummins is also running a little late.
so just want to say welcome and to the point that Jeff struck earlier about the lesson plate issuing. I don't know how low as a country can we continue to shoot ourselves in the legs. We have this is a country with no direction. That these are things that people continue to do if you don't have a purpose. And so it just tells you that any good artist can create lesson plates in Liberia there as well. They don't have any equipment to run people's plate in the traffic. The police does not have the ability to do so. So I can look at the same place that the issuing. I can even customize mine and get people, issuing plates from different, entities. So I don't know why we continue to do this to ourselves, and want to be taken seriously by the international community. This is not good at all, So, guys, I think
Yeah.
we will have a show today, and I don't think we have. I don't know whether we'll have enough time to dive into our second segment, but let's see.
We'll try. Yeah. Let me just buttress a little bit because it's a security matter. License plates, passports, driver's license. These are all security things. Like Chris just said tonight, it came to my mind. You can create your own license plate right now and drive the street of Monrovia. No police will even tell you if that plate is right or wrong. They will never tell you. They can't bring it.
They don't have the ability to run your plate.
Yeah.
I don't know
These are
that.
the things we need to look at. They need to look at it before even start issuing plates. Not everybody can just go and write up and send up. Even right in America, they want to put the temporary sheet, the paper they put on the back of your car, or police can read it and know it's right.
Yeah.
But hey, we'll get it right one day. And welcome, Dr. Rockefeller. And again, you on the stage of Kear Radio. And this is the place where we have an open mind and everyone speak freely. And we owe loyalty to no political party. We owe loyalty to no one. Only the people of Liberia. And we have to speak the truth. We're not here to lie. We're not trying to put chicken soup in the story. No. We want to say what is right.
Right.
So how are you today?
Well, it's another day. It's been a very, very interesting week with all the different developments. And I mean, what can I say? But I'm glad, that someone saw it wise to invite me to get my side of the story. So I'm here to answer all of your questions, give you all the necessary enlightenments or information that you may need.
Yeah.
And we'll see how we can move things forward, indeed, in the interest of a better Liberia.
Yes. That's why, you see, we send our people out there to learn because our country never give us the opportunity. We don't have it there. So you can find the best doctor, you can find the best this, the best that. So everybody going out, but when you learn, you want to go back home, and when you go back home and you cannot have that opportunity, then it's frustrating. And I heard it in your voice, in your tone, and we saw it on national radio. We heard it on radio where the judge came down with different things, but we want to hear it from you. And Andrew, do you have anything to add before Dr. Rockefeller come in?
Yeah, and to add to what just Kishan just talked about, we ought to be proud of our own.
Yes.
And we ought to celebrate, Liberians who have made strides abroad and even at home, that we need to celebrate each other in terms of best practices, in terms of where do we, envision Liberia to go from here. But when you have, scenario that tend to play out in a way that undermines professionalism, that undermines security and injustice, it tends to really be more discouraging, especially for investment in Liberia and other growth that we expect. Now, it takes just one issue to drive Liberia differently in the ears of the international community. We've had a series of events from past government now to present as to how the rule of law sometimes gets to be handled. It raises concerns. We've seen the case of Judge Musu's glorious cut, how things were taken, cases of yesteryear with the murder cases of, say, the three missing boys, the auditors, and several others. How these cases have been trending in our own society without closure is a major concern. Here we find another one just right before our eyes, that even the young boy in the street will tell you exactly this is how things look like. I mean, this is exactly what happened. Now, what's playing before us in the drama, in the papers, in the newspaper, in the court, it's very, very discouraging. And one of such that we've seen, with his image trending in papers and court and all of that is Dr. Rockefeller Cooper. And he, as a Liberian who has achieved a lot academically abroad and then professionally to be in our country to contribute his role, it pains the heart of many people. And then the issue of where are we going from here? I would think that Liberians would like to listen. Liberians would like to hear him out. Liberians will want to know exactly what is obtaining right before us, so that another closure that is expected cannot be undermined. And I think we look forward to a beautiful show today. I want to welcome Pastor Gerald Cummins also, who is coming on board. And Dr. Cooper, I want to welcome you, CEO, and the rest of the panelists. We say welcome. We look forward to diving further into the issues.
Thank you.
Yeah, Doug, I wanted to make it brief. We're going to start with you before Gerald come up. Maybe. Okay, Gerald. Yes, you're already there. Come in, give 30 seconds of your opening so we want to use enough time. Maybe on the hour of hope, we must use 45 minutes on the hour of hope. Everybody been having technical difficulties today to come. I don't know, for some reason, it just decided everybody will have a problem. Okay, Gerald?
Dr. Cummins, I think.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
okay, now we can hear you.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Dr. Cummins, are you still in your prayer move from church or what?
All right, Doc, take it from there. Well, he put his stuff together. We can come back to him later.
I think it was his opening. I think Dr. Cooper has just given his opening first, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Gerald, something wrong with your phone or your microphone?
Well, we could hear him actually when he said.
He said hello. We heard it, but then he lost again. Okay, let bring Dr. Rockefeller. We're excited after the show that since at the time you could not tell us anything about that whole autopsy, we say, okay, I know this week we're going to hear something. But then when the week came, boom, we heard nothing. We heard a different story. Please tell us, you're keeping anything here from the people or what's going on?
Okay, well, thank you once again for having me on this platform. And as I said before, I will be addressing all of your concerns as I find appropriate and ethical at the moment. So to answer your question directly, I'm not a part of any conspiracy to withhold information of any kind. Professionally, as I have worked over the years, including this particular case of the late Ntumbi Kayisi Innocentia Kumalo Jackson, I will be exemplifying the same procedures that I always apply. What are those procedures? My primary responsibility is to serve as a voice of the voiceless, as in the deceased. My second obligation is to provide an understanding to the legal community so as to understand the second obligation. Well, I can hear myself.
Yes, somebody is listening to monitor. Someone have the monitor.
Okay. Yeah, because just turn the volume down. Yeah. Okay. So my first obligation, like I just said, is to the deceased to say exactly what happened or what may have happened. My second obligation is to ensure that the legal community, so that all legal practitioners, including the court system, will indeed understand what led to my findings and what are the interpretations of my findings so as to support an appropriate legal outcome. My third obligation then is to decide that I represent, and it's just by default because you had to have gotten into the case through one of two routes, whether you're working as a consultant for the government or for the defense counsel. So either for prosecution or defense. That's why I meant by government, because government, of course, prosecutes. So that's how I work. But besides that, I don't know about any reason or reasons as to why, as you put it, Mr. Kishan, why information is being withheld.
Okay. Can you come in, Gerald? You there now? All right. I just wish it. Okay, Andrew, maybe you have the first question, or CEO, you have the first question. Do you think, let me ask this already. Do you think that there's something that is hidden, or maybe they believe that you have something to say that will push them under the bus? Because we know that they had a first autopsy. They did the first autopsy, eh?
Well, yeah, so the first autopsy was done, and then I performed the second autopsies. But okay, I understand where you're coming from, from the question you're asking. And that question would be, the best time for me to answer that question would be when the trial starts.
Okay.
And the reason being is, this case is a slippery slope. Okay. I am still baffled over the fact that I will not be allowed, or I am not expected to testify in a court of law regarding an activity that I did, which was a part of activities that I participated in. So we'll see how it goes. But what I would like to assure you and to assure the Liberian people, if I cannot testify in a competent court of law, I will be testifying in the court of public opinion. Let me repeat myself. If the judge, since the judge is saying that my autopsy findings are invalid, the rest of the world will get to know my findings from the autopsy. The reason why I'm going to do this is because back in 2019, I had similar experience. I came to Liberia where I was being basically attacked. Not before I came to Liberia, for all the different obstacles that I had to face. As a result of that, to make a long story short, I saw myself at the Embassy of the Republic of Sierra Leone, not once, but twice, to answer questions. Little did I know that I was being monitored by foreign entities who were also present at the Embassy of Sierra Leone. In fact, it was based on the very same testimony that I had to provide to them. That was the reason why, for the first time in Liberian history, a foreign leader walked out of our July 26th celebration in the name of Mada Bio. Because the government of Sierra Leone at the time believed that their citizens were being abused within the borders of Liberia. And I had to provide them information on the case involving the late Yatta Kamara, a Sierra Leonean national who was found dead at the Palm Springs Hotel. Why did I have to do that? Because agents of the WIA regime had informed the government of Sierra Leone through its embassy that an autopsy was conducted on the late Yatta Kamara under my observership. And that's not how things went. So because of that, the Sierra Leonean government that had already been monitoring me and my activities before I even came to Liberia, as in to establish my credibility, had requested my presence. The first time I met with the chancellor. The second time it was the ambassador himself in a room filled with foreign journalists from Sierra Leone and people from the security sector. So based on that, and that was with Sierra Leone, I am not going to put myself at risk as a person who has, international contacts as well. I am not going to put myself at risk involving the government of South Africa. Already, they do expect to see a copy of my report and all of the findings therein. So whilst a branch of the government of Liberia may not be interested, I think for my own benefit, I do owe it to the people of South Africa. And indeed, I'm going to do that because, secondly, I have also found out that the late Ntumbi, she has a very strong background, and people are keeping silent because they are watching to see Liberia's action in this case. So since I've already been approached on the matter, not by people within Liberia, but from outside the borders, I am going to keep it transparent and professional. And I must prove that indeed an autopsy was done. So that means by one way or the other, the autopsy report is going to be shared. So, and then they can work things out through the diplomatic channel, and that's up to them, whatever they choose. But that's where I am so far. That's the predicament that I found myself getting in between Friday and Saturday. And so that's how I'm going to approach this case. My primary loyalty in this case is to Ntumbi Kayisi Innocentia Kumalo Jackson. Thank you.
Okay, so you think some big hands in it that talk to the judge and say, listen, just scratch that thing? You think some hands in there?
Well, I wouldn't want to say if there's some big hand or big hands that's within it, but I will tell you, a lot of mistakes are being made, and by the time those mistakes are realized, it's going to be too late. That one I can tell you with great certainty. Again, I will not go into the details regarding that, but save this recording and save my statement. Mistakes are being made. For the court is in error to say that I should not testify. And also mistakes are being made by both sides, the prosecution and the defense. So I, on the other hand, I'm pledging my allegiance to the deceased and the government of South Africa. So that's where I stand.
Chris, before you come in.
Come here, Chris.
No, Andrew, go ahead.
Just before Chris comes in, I want for our viewers to also know that this is a very sensitive discussion that we are having today. A lot of lawyers are also listening. The Liberian people, their ears are open. We see even folks in Sino are relaying our program in Sino as well. This is a major concern to the Liberian people. I want us to know that, you know, what is being discussed here today is not the saying of Kear Radio, but we are listening to a Liberian who is more concerned about the future of our own country, and especially as it concerns a murder, a particular case that is now obtaining in our country of concern to everyone. So there will be a couple of questions coming out, Dr. Cooper. We want you to take your own time to kind of just be able to, so that our people can understand you properly. I know there will be some medical terms and stuff, lower in a way that people will understand us and know where we are going from here. Now,
yes. Now, before you continue, if I can just chime in, just so that you know, as long as you have the time, I have the voice to answer all questions.
Good. Great.
Okay.
So if you can please make your answers brief a little bit, because there's some varieties of questions in the pool.
Yes. So let me address that. Due to the nature of the case, I will try to be as brief. But sometimes because you have to understand, it is not just a full medical audience, as Mr. Kear had just said, right? So sometimes I will have to go around the block, spin around and come back just so there can be connections.
Good.
So I will try to minimize, but please also just bear with me if I have to take that route. Trust me, it's in the best interest of the country.
Okay. Before others coming up, plus comments coming, quick thing, while you were talking, I just wanted to know what's your current relationship with the Defense Council?
Well, to be very honest with you, as far as I'm concerned, the relationship is not as I would expect.
That's where my question came about, because there are questions that are connected with these premises I'm trying to set.
Yes.
Of late, Chris, you want to go in first?
No, when you're done, you first. When you're done.
Now, I didn't want to lose thought of my question. And I asked a question with respect to the Defense Council. That should be your comfort zone and your territory in terms of what you defend before the court. Now, but of late, given the fact that the Judge Cooper prevented you from testifying about your autopsy, at that very moment, what was the position of the Defense Council that they could not object to such decision by the judge?
Well, great question. The Defense Council did not object, or I guess what you would say, take an exception.
Exception, very good. That's what I'm trying to take exception of the trend. Yeah.
Yes. They did not take exception because of two reasons. One, there was already a premeditated plan to have a pathologist brought into the country to do what would then be considered as the third autopsy. And then also the strategy was to press the court, or to have the court to press the government to produce the first autopsy report. So the strategy basically, from this point, as you can see, from an investigative standpoint of view, one can clearly see that Rockefeller Cooper is being passively ostracized. You see,
of course.
But the issue here is, in this particular case, on this last day of May, 2026, I can assure you and the people of Liberia that it is I who is in possession of the golden nugget that is needed to explain exactly what happened to Ntumbi in any court of law anywhere on this planet. You see, because this is the reason, this is the problem that we have in Liberia. Upholding and maintaining standards is a very serious challenge. Decency is a rare commodity in Liberia. You see, we try to undermine our own. For what reason? I just don't know. I just don't understand. But at this point in time, guess what? I just don't care. I've already made my decision how I'm going to flow in this case, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
Sure.
You see, so they feel that it is fine, and because of that, that's what the reason why, as you rightfully stated earlier, or what Mr. Kishan has stated earlier, my name is now all over the place, simply because doing the right thing was not an option by the Defense Council. So that that basically tells you, as you asked earlier, what the relationship is like.
Now, in terms of because again, what is also being raised here is an issue of qualification for your work, or the qualification for the autopsy. Now, we have documents we're also looking through. In sometime of April, it was this very prosecution that had no problem with your autopsy. So why now that they are having problem with such autopsy? Why now?
Okay, yeah, right. So this was yes. So I'm also confused. The question I've been asking is, what is it that both sides, listen to me, I'm not saying the prosecution, what is it that both sides basically are thinking or thought about that made them to basically decide that I should not testify regarding the autopsy?
Okay.
You see, and I'm saying both sides because the action that they've taken basically shows by actively and passively. When I say actively, of course, the prosecution is actively against me in terms of legal proceeding, not personally that we are enemies. And then, of course, the way that I've been, basically put aside by the Defense Council shows that passively they don't want me to testify as well. Nowhere in the world can you have a person to testify in part to the work that they have done.
Yeah.
So why is it that they did not take exception? But you know what? That question is just rhetorical. I now have an understanding. A lot has happened over this weekend. I now have an understanding. And so I decided, since there's nothing binding, that I am now going to do the right thing. That is to let the whole world know what my findings were, and then people can decide whatever they want to do with the information, they can decide. But I am not going to say, okay, since the court doesn't want me to testify in court, which I mean, I guess there's some law that supports a judge's decision to alter testimony that could come from an expert or from a witness. So if that is in the favor of the country, then that's fine. When I present to the court of public opinion, if it's also in the best interest of the country, and if it's something that people are going to appreciate, that too is also fine. You see? So that's basically how I would like to respond to that.
Brother Kishan,
let's bring Jerome on.
Other concerns, but like we rightly said, this is a testing time for the government of Liberia as to what has happened before its own eyes. It's also a testing period for the Liberian people as to the lingering, issues of questionable deaths in the society, a lot of crimes that have happened. Now, this is another obvious event that is before them. Let me give the rest of you the chance to ask your concern.
Eric Collins, welcome.
Good afternoon. Let me say good afternoon to the panelists, Dr. Cooper, and good evening to the Liberian people. Sorry, my system is so big, and so sometimes I get caught up with setting up to another system. But we are here, and it's good to be here. I listened to you, Dr. Cooper, earlier on. It's good to have you here. But my concern has to do with the medical council.
Okay.
In terms of your credential, in terms of the relationship between you and that of the medical council, your situation, take my mind as far as back to Dr. Slerian and the Ministry of Education concerning Higher Commission curriculum on religious education. So this brings my mind to something that says that were there any issue earlier on between you and that of the medical council? Because to the best of my knowledge, what is unfolding is lingering between Dr. Rockefeller Cooper, the court, the defendant, and the medical council. What is the issue actually between you and that of the medical council? Was the judge reading something that you never read from the medical council that prohibits you from not testifying?
Okay, let me answer your question. So first of all, I will say this. Well, let me go ahead and address the issue of the medical council because that will lay the platform for people to understand. So it goes back to 2019, during the death of the late Odell Sherman, where the government of Liberia at the time did not have anyone to examine our remains. I was contacted by some Liberians here in the US. Sponsorship was put together so I could go to Liberia. I get to Liberia, the Ministry of Justice now alters the whole, the whole scope of operation and refers me to the LMDC for license. At the time, I had, although I had completed my graduate studies in forensic science, because I'm also a forensic scientist with a concentration in forensic death investigation. I had also I finished up my medical schooling, but because I was financially indebted to my school, I was given just a letter of attestation as opposed to my diploma and transcript. So
for the medical school.
For the medical school, yes.
Okay.
So the LMDC said that, well, okay, they had seen my my unofficial transcript and my letter of attestation, but at the time they could not give license to individuals who did not have their diploma and as well as a good standing letter from a medical school, which is required to show that you finish up your school, just to show your legitimacy, which made sense. So the problem is that they were not going to allow me to do the autopsy. They saw all my credentials forensic wise, okay, and they said I was in the best interest of the country that indeed someone like me is given an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So once I complete my, my paying off my school and get my documents, I should send it, and my license will automatically be granted because nothing is in Liberia that is set up forensic wise. But then some elements within the LMDC decided to alter that arrangement because I was critical on the incompetent autopsies that were being conducted within the Republic of Liberia by the pathologists that were there at the time, who were Dr. Zubon Pate and Dr. Benedict Foley. So it became now that, okay, you out of the country.
If you're not talking, guys, hold on a moment. Please, no background noise disturbing.
So it became the issue now of you out of the country and you want to to basically criticize those that are in the country. as opposed to looking at in terms of standard procedures being done in the country. Okay. So what they did was the next thing now, they said that I should show license that I'm in the States and working as a pathologist. When the license that I applied for, I never tried to present myself as being a pathologist. Okay. I requested license so that I would be able to work as a forensic death investigator at the time. And this was all because, ironically, the very same justice ministry that I have worked for, before, as far as affiliating with some of their officials in cases that they have worked with, way back then, decided to bring up obstacles. Okay, so that's why when the LMDC, I was forced now to request licensure from the LMDC. But someone like me, it should have been, or it could have been, and it can be strictly dealing with the Ministry of Justice. Why am I saying strictly? That's because, which I'm going to get into very soon. The guidelines of the Liberian Medical and Dental Council has absolutely nothing on its books regarding forensic medicine or forensic pathology, which of course would basically engulf the different practices of forensic death investigation or medical legal death investigation. Okay, so those individuals now started changing the requirements and raising the goalposts. I did not need, I never applied for licensure, to work as a pathologist. Why are you asking me to send supporting documents that I had trained as a pathologist? They were not, at some point in time, they stopped responding. So we had to seek legal redress. We got the justice in chamber at the time, who I believe was the current Chief Justice, they did a mandamus was filed and they had to respond, and then we started going back and forth. At that point in time, the LMDC was now forced to present a copy of their guidelines, which was suppressed back in 2019. So now I'm talking about 2022. Okay. Had they presented the guidelines, I could have still been accommodated to have examined the remains of Odell Sherman under the Allied Health route. Again, we're going to discuss that as well. Okay. So when the document came about, nothing was in there regarding forensic medicine. The issue they brought that we started going back and forth was, okay, if internship is done, does it qualify a person to become a forensic medical legal death investigator, where they will be able to conduct death investigation as a whole? The answer was no. Is there anyone on the medical council, okay, who has a substantive background in forensic medicine, or individuals where we will say that, okay, this is the forensic department, even under the Ministry of Health or the LMDC, however way you want to shift it, we're willing to accept it.
Right.
To see if this can be addressed.
Doctor, that's what I'm saying. We have a lot of time here. I think the other panel that just came on, Dr. Peabody, welcome. I just wanted to interject here because the point you're addressing now gives rise to my next question. Who is actually qualified to perform an autopsy? The public wants to know.
Okay.
Qualified?
An autopsy, to answer your question, in general, an autopsy can be performed by an individual who has been trained in the conduction of an autopsy. That is the blanket, answer to your question. Reason being, the definition of autopsy is to see for yourself. So you look at your body, if you can see for yourself and see what needs to be seen, meaning.
So general autopsy is different from forensic autopsy. Forensic autopsy is probably the more detailed one, right?
Okay. So let me explain. Okay, well, yes. So with the question you're asking now, there are two types of autopsies that can be performed.
Okay.
You have a clinical or a hospital-based autopsy, meaning it's called either a clinical autopsy or hospital-based autopsy, and then you also have a forensic autopsy.
Okay.
Now, a clinical or hospital autopsy is usually performed by a clinical pathologist.
That
Okay.
person is a doctor.
Yes, a doctor. Okay. And a forensic autopsy can be performed primarily by a forensic pathologist or a pathologist who went to train in conducting forensic autopsies after studying forensic medicine, or it can also be performed by a doctor with adequate training in forensic medicine, forensic pathology, and also with experience and training and experience in conducting forensic autopsies because it requires a whole different skill set. Okay. Now, if you have someone who is not properly trained in the conduction of forensic autopsy, and you decide to make a generalization on what that person role or roles should be, and you have them to perform a forensic autopsy, you're going to have an incompetent autopsy result because there will be a lot of misdiagnosis, and of course, the wrongful conclusions will come about.
Welcome, Dr. Peabody.
Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Sorry, I had to drive 4 hours and got stuck in traffic somewhere.
Yeah, I saw your text, but man.
Yeah, but it's good to be here. Good to see Dr. Rockefeller. I kind of listening in a little bit when I was coming, but and just what you said that the government is requesting you to submit documents and after you work with them before all that. If I'm right, do you have those documents to submit? Is that a problem submitted to them?
Well, okay, I know you. So you, since you were driving, let me see if I can piggyback on what you're saying. No, as far as submitting documents, so there was before when I first came to to Liberia for the Odell Sherman case. Okay, so of course it was addressed. Oh, and yes, after I got my diploma and I submitted my diploma and transcript to the medical council, the requirements changed, all in retaliation to my action against the way how autopsies were being conducted in Liberia. So it was basically to keep me, to now have me suppressed because I was being seen as a threat. Okay, so we started moving back and forth until we ended up going to court, and where things were narrowed down now to, okay, well, the medical council is saying that once you do, in fact, the judge had ordered, once you do the internship, they must give you licensure. The problem here with that is, though, okay, I appreciate what the judge has said, but it can also be a threat to Liberia because somebody who doesn't have background in forensic training who also complete the internship in Liberia and then start conducting, say they want to do death investigation. And if there's any pushback from that, they can say, well, let's look at the case of Dr. Rockefeller Cooper. The judge ordered the medical council to give him license to do death investigation work. Once he did 3 months of surgery, 3 months of OBGYN, 3 months of pediatrics, and 3 months of internal medicine. And I also completed the same rotation. So why is it that I too cannot do it? So I thought about it and I said, no, this will end up causing more problems for the country. You see? From that time up to now, I would have been done with it, but I also had to look at the possible issues that could come up. Okay, so that was where we stopped until the medical council, through its leadership last year, Dr. Benetta Collins Andrews, and where we basically, after a phone conversation where things were better explained, I was now made to submit an application to the Ally Health cadre, since the LNDC normally doesn't doesn't give a license like the one I was requesting. But the allied health cadre has a clause under it as well for accommodating quote unquote other practitioners, which is also enshrined within the 2010 amended act of the LNDC. Okay, so I submitted my letter specifically requesting, as she had told me to do, specifically requesting licensure to work as a forensic medical legal death investigator / forensic medical examiner, where I will be conducting forensic post-mortem exam, collecting specimens to be sent for histopathology studies and toxicology studies, and furthermore stating that my request is not to portray, okay, or impersonate as being a pathologist, because even though I'm dealing with the dead, but it is still far different from the actual responsibilities of a pathologist whose primary role is to study diseases.
Right.
But that has been misinterpreted in Liberia. So that was sent along with all my other credentials. It was accepted in writing. She instructed the Registrar General to set up my interview date. I came, which was for July 1st. I came to Liberia. I performed. I mean, my performance was quite convincing during the interview. The very same day on July 1st of 2025, I was granted licensure, and ironically, 24 days later, I conducted an autopsy in Bangabong County for the very same Ministry of Justice through its county attorney, but yet under the disguise of a local human rights group in Bong County by the name of Fine. Why am I saying under the disguise? Meaning, why should the Ministry of Justice go through a human rights group to have an autopsy done? The reason is because the county attorney who I met with, because the county attorney of Bong County who I met at a program for all the county attorneys, as I was invited by the current Solicitor General, Augustine Fire, Counselor at Law, presented a case to me of this big boy Flomo, and whose autopsy report, I mean, in good conscience could not be accepted. But at the same time, he could not just go against, the same people that's working for them. So he needed my assistance. I told him I was trying to pursue my licensure, and we'll discuss the matter later. Coincidentally, when I came to Liberia for my interview, I got my license. The very same government of Liberia, through the MOJ, transported me to Bong County and back, and for which I was also given a financial token of appreciation for the job that I did. So how is it that yesterday I was able to help the government of Liberia to make sense of a case, because that was lingering, because the family refused to bury the body. The body was in the funeral for 3.5 years. Then today now, the very same government is coming after me, and they are not interested in helping them to understand what happened to Intumbi Kumalo. You see? But that question is rhetorical, because I know what's going on. And like I said earlier, I have chosen to testify in the court of
court.
Something, let me come in. It's something not right. It's very political, because I'm looking at your license here, and your license is still valid. Will expire July 1st, 2027.
Yes. And let me
from the alien health professional. Yeah.
Yes, allied health. And let me say this: the license is usually valid on a yearly basis, because that's how the LMDC generates money. But because of the confusion, and as a matter of extending the olive branch, since Dr. Collins and I, I love her here. She's not a bad person, I think it was all about understanding, because remember that this was something new that I have introduced to Liberia. Okay, so I was giving it for 2 years. So in other words, they gave me 1 year free. That's why it goes to 2027.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forensic med health and legal death investigator.
Yes.
That means you go deep into it. But the thing that's surprising me, let's go back to the judge. What proof or reason did Judge Willett use to say you were not qualified at all to perform autopsy, especially when the prosecution earlier agreed. They said they got no problem with you.
Yes.
That was
let me
what,
say-
April 23rd, 2026. Why
Yes.
now?
Yes. So the judge relied on false and misleading information
Somebody in it.
that was submitted to the Solicitor General by the Registrar General of the LNDC, who is Dr. Augustus Square. This man sat on the 3-man panel that interviewed me. He even applauded me for there being something new that's coming to the country, because they have all been forced to accepting the way autopsy results that have been done in the country, and now there will be a change. He capitulated, and he's on April 24th, the day after I was granted authorization to do the autopsy. He now went and watered down my credentials to brought me to the level of a technician, saying that I'm not authorized to do autopsy. I'm supposed to go to the crime scene to gather physical evidence and to interview witnesses. Okay, and it's almost like I go to the crime scene, like to gather things preliminarily before other investigators start coming.
Yeah.
Where how can he say that where in the LMDC guidelines, because this will be the argument before the Supreme Court, because already I'm taking legal actions against the LMDC. Okay, where in the guidelines did he get that from? Besides that, what training does he have regarding forensic science or forensic medicine that gave him the audacity and the impudence to get to take pen and paper to write letter to send to the Solicitor General, who also, on the other hand, knowing that I'm a forensic medical legal death investigator, yet wrote the minutes the LMDC to find out if I am a pathologist. You see the dirty games that's being played here. Solicitor General Augustine Fayad, the man who I helped when he was counsel with doing the Glorious Scott trial, okay, knowing my background pretty much, decided that he would try to throw a monkey wrench in this investigation by trying to suppress me. Someone who I can pick up my phone and call, and we have spoken because I thought we had a good relationship. When I got my license, he was the first person that basically I went to, because the issue was, you get a license with LMDC and let's see what we can do for the country. Okay, but the problem here is, what is it, that these people are afraid of? And that's why I keep asking myself, why is it that the government of Liberia, as in different regimes, always allow my confidence to offend their insecurities? That is the question that I've been asking myself over the years. What is it that is so special about this Rockefeller Cooper, that all the different regimes that come, they are so afraid?
Dr. Cooper, can I ask a follow-up question on what the statement you just made a few minutes ago? What is the level of coordination or cooperation between you and the defendant now, since indeed, according to you, you were contacted by the defendant to do a second autopsy? Yeah. Because with this whole hula baloo between you and the medical counsel and that of a judge, what is the defendant role now as it relates to all of this? Are you and the defendant working collaboratively, or you are working as a lone soldier?
That's a question I asked in the beginning.
So basically, in this case, I am basically all alone.
Why?
All alone meaning what?
All alone meaning the defense decided that they will probably get the answer that they need by bringing in a pathologist to do another autopsy. Okay, that plan was being concocted even before the judge came up with his with his ruling. What was it, last week or so? Okay, So, like I said earlier, that was the reason why an exception was not taken. You see, and because an exception was not taken, the Registrar General decided to go to Facebook to start the Registrar General of the Liberian Medical and Dental Council to go and start ranting, okay, and which of course I've been receiving calls, and in fact, part of his rant has landed now before some foreign actors who I'm not going to name, and that is the reason why. The question I received was, did you indeed do the autopsy? We are interested in seeing the results from the autopsy. So thank you to the Liberian Medical and Dental Council for making Liberia famous again, or maybe whatever position is going to place the country in, I don't know. But instead of handing it maturely, you go to social media. So we can stay to what's going to happen, I don't know. But like I told you all, since I cannot testify in a court of law, I will be testifying in a court of public opinion. And by the way, when I say testifying, my goal is I'm going to doctor the photographs from the autopsy so that they will be in conformance with social media policy.
You want to break that terminology down for the sake of the ordinary marketeers, wheelbarrow boys, shoe shine boys?
Which terminology? Just tell me quick, because
the one with the pictorial evidence.
Oh, yeah. So everything that I saw during the autopsy, I will put. Let me put in Liberian parlance. I will put a picture all aside. On that day, men will talk all. I will not leave nothing behind.
So the Defense Legal Counsel is not working with you at all to.
That's the question.
No, I am being played for a fool. You see, I am being played for a fool. But you see, the mistake here is that a fool mind is always sharper than a sword. That's one thing you must know. So my allegiance is to the deceased as well as the government of South Africa. I know why I'm sitting with the government of South Africa. I tell you, for the past 2 days, because of 2 phone calls, I really not slept properly. I've been sitting, and most times I look myself in the mirror and I've been asking myself a lot of questions. So, yes, that is the route that I'm going. I don't have to testify. I respect the judge's decision. I also applaud the defense for what they have done. Okay, leaving me in the, in the wilderness was the best thing that they ever did. Okay, and also, let me just say this: there's no binding document other than the fact that the Councillor Sarina Cephas wrote me a letter, asked me to basically consult on this case, which I verbally agreed to. Okay, but there's nothing binding me as in a contract that was put in place. So because of that, it has caused me also to encounter some losses. But at the same time, it does not make me to be a binding party to the Defense Council as well. You see? So,
just one more thing before you go further. In journalism, we say accuracy, believability matters. Was there a time that you can recall that Front Page Africa called you to kind of balance the narrative? Because I'm looking at the story and I don't see them quoting you on anything here.
No, Front Page Africa and I have not communicated. But the thing is, here's the problem. Don't be surprised. A lot of the media houses, they are pushing around and they are being one-sided and they are saying everything they want to say about me. What I would say is this: the reason why I'm calm and relaxed is because, guess what? Newsflash. Rockefeller Cooper already did the autopsy. And I am in command of the Golden Nugget. I keep saying this thing. So
But the government, what about findings? I'm not cutting you off, but what about findings do you have in your possession? The government may deem it unnecessary. That's the fear here. That's what we're talking about.
No, don't worry. Listen, this is a legal proceeding, rather.
Right.
They've made, yes, my autopsy has been invalid, right? Don't worry. When I'm doing my presentation and discussing the case, That's when we'll know whether kaki be leather or whether coconut got water.
And,
So
and
don't worry.
And to add to what Dr. Cooper trying to allude to, I said it from the beginning, the government of Liberia, the safety of Liberians are in the hands of the government of Liberia. Every citizen should be protected by the government of Liberia. We have a situation before us now of all of the questionable deaths in the past, and now here is a visible one also. So my concern would be even to allow this to linger before their eyes is a risk for the government.
Right.
But listen to this.
Yeah.
Let me chime in with this.
Yeah.
Why do you think that foreign actors would decide to contact me on a Saturday, Friday evening, and Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. If I don't have any credibility,
Yeah.
why would I be contacted? That they want, since the government is not interested, they want to see.
Yeah.
So that's fine. You see, and like I said, you see, here's the thing. To be very honest with you, legally in this matter, I'm not obligated to anyone.
You're right.
I think that it was fate that brought me to this case.
Okay.
And so I will just
Let's say this.
where I see it.
Let's do this. I will ask to open the lines, but before we open the lines, I want you to.
Yes, I stop and waiting.
I want you to read this question. They say, "Who set the standard from Peter?" He said, "Who set the standard for relationship? Who really is the Liberia medical or the alien health professionals, the island and health professional?"
Yes. So licensures in Liberia for medicine is granted by the Liberia Medical and Dental Council.
Yeah.
Okay, Liberia Medical and Dental Council.
Yes. But for the first time, you have forensic medicine being brought into Liberia by a Liberian who has studied and worked in the field to Liberia. Instead of embracing him so that we add value to the country as adequate death investigation service to Liberian people, I was being undermined.
Sure.
Okay, because you want to protect two individuals. Then, after I guess light was seen at the end of the tunnel, the very same guidelines of the LMDC, which does not accommodate does not say anything about forensic medicine or forensic death investigation as a whole, okay, also rely on another component, okay, under its allied health clause, which has to do with other practitioners. You see? So the issue here is when you look at when you look at the trend, the applications that were being submitted, right? You will now understand that okay, there are a new scope of operation is now being welcomed into the country. So that is exactly how, in this case, things were able to work out. There was another question there from Josie Watson. Yes. So she said,
to the point of what I was saying, the public wants to actually.
Let me.
We'll open the line. We'll open the line, and some is online, so we'll post the online questions and open the line.
Yeah. So let me answer this question here, so it will help a lot of people. The question says, who authorized you to conduct the autopsy when you are not licensed in Liberia to carry out an autopsy? So first and foremost, Josie, you don't know what I'm authorized to do and I'm not authorized to do. That's the first thing. To answer your question in part, I was authorized to conduct the autopsy by Judge Roosevelt Willie, the judge of the Criminal Code E. Why was I authorized to do the autopsy? It's because the prosecution had no issue with my credentials after they reviewed it. What were those credentials? I had applied for licensure to work as a forensic medical legal death investigator within the Republic of Liberia. Forensic medical legal death investigators are qualified anywhere in the world to conduct forensic post-mortem exams. So, Mrs. Watson, I hope I've made it clear. I know where your question is coming from, but this time around, you're missing. I will not come to Liberia to do such, and you should know me better. So that I hope that answers your questions. Why is it I did not come to Liberia and try to perform surgery? Why did he come to Liberia to try to take care of pregnant women or children? Okay. Yes. So that's that. No,
Okay, let's open the line and give 30 seconds.
Who you are, and it still come up to try to make empty noise.
Yeah, I know that it's sometimes frustrating, but
and when it comes to Liberians, you got to explain it. Because
even if you explain it, we'll come back again. The next person will explain it. Well, you tell me. You tell the next person. So let's open the line.
Knows me well.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. You ask your question and just jot the question, the questions down, Doc, and you can answer them. 30 seconds. Let's open the lines. We got. We'll open the line for 5 minutes. 30 seconds.
959-077-959-959-959-881-871-670 plus 231-777-959-959. Please make sure that you fire away from your monitor. We just give you 30 seconds, so when you call, just go strictly to the point and no time for long talk. Let's take this first person on the line. Good evening. Good evening. 0777959-959. You listen to a conversation with the Vision Bearer here on Kear Radio 95.9. Good evening. Hello.
I'm hearing you, but okay, I think you're much better.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Edward mentioned you in Tugoro.
Okay.
So I have a question, but I don't know why you respond yes or no like that. That's my question. My first question is, was it hired by the defense counsel? If yes, after you completed with your work, the defense counsel pay you? If yes, then why you work for somebody and you already complete your work and they pay you? And the person say, okay, I already pay you for the work you done for me. I don't want to result again. Then why you can't just walk away? Am I talking ignorant or am I making sense?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. Hello. 0779599590881-871-670 plus 231-777-959-959. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, your name and where you call from?
Yeah. My name is Rebecca Don. I call from Royceville.
Let's tell you, my Rebecca.
Rocky, I just want to ask the question. Suppose the South African government call you over to testify in the court, will you go there?
Okay. If the South African government call you to testify in court, will you go there? Thank you. You will respond 077-959-959 plus 231-777-959-959. Those of you in the diaspora you want to take part, plus 231-777-959-959-0881-871-670. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Okay, this person not ready. Let me take it from this end. Hello. Oh, went off as well. Yes, so let's take the course on 231-777-959-959 and 0-777-959-959. Good evening, Pokarabo.
Good evening, my dear brother Jeff, and good evening also to your brilliant panelists for their trust for coordination and examination of RDS concerning our beloved country, and more especially the particular important case that is ongoing. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Puka.
Yeah, thank you. And for the recognitions, I'm Puka, Robert, and I don't use this or even for our unknown destinations. You see, theoretically speaking, as the general stated earlier, this case, you don't need a rocket scientist to take the case of political or how to call it, let's say, political maneuvering or how to call it, or process. You don't need rocket scientist to tell you. This Iraqi fellow man, trust me, I may not know him, but when it comes to things that he has been doing for a long period of time, transparently in a transparent form and manner, he has the ability of performing his task to the full year. Even this administration that is going after him on in Nicodemus, instinct or a Nicodemus instinct. They have been a beneficiaries of the male expertise. They have been a beneficiary of the male expertise. As they stated, the solicitor or counselor, when the case happened, it was a particular man that was hired. And who it was in? It was in their interest. It was in the solicitor general movement, because he was one of the person I was spearheading that process to hire the man. So what I want actually is that it be very clear and honest to the public. This man has not done absolutely nothing. If they got any activity to do on what we see as a political wish on, let's take it away and put it into first. Thank you.
Thank you, Poka. Thank you. All right, we take course. 077 959 959. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Jeff.
Good evening, Mohammed Donzo.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, Jeff, I had a question for us, for the student guest. Well, why is intake within this process? Because you too, focus on this process when the defendants are saying that they want to lead the process. You stay focusing on what Mr. Sam Jackson has done to this guy.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, we take maybe 3 more. 777 959 959 0777 959 959 plus 231 777 959 959 and 0881 871 670. Yep. Neil.
Can you address some of the questions I've been answering?
Yeah.
Probably running out of time while we do that. You got a list of questions that have been asked?
Yes. Okay. So, So, one question here was, what? Let's see. They wanted to know why can't you walk away if the defense doesn't want you? So, the judge wants me to testify in part on this case. So technically, I cannot just walk away from it. Then he went on to ask, did the defense pay you? That would be a very good question for you to ask the defense. The next one, I was asked, if the South African government wants you to testify in South Africa, if I will be willing to go. Yes. So that answers that. Then the next question is, why is it that Dr. Cooper is still focusing on the case? Basically, I'm still focusing on the case because just like the first one, the judge wants me to play a role which is going to be unfair to the deceased. And as a matter of fact, it could also be deceptive towards the court. And that could in itself, draw my credibility into question. So because of that, I cannot just walk away. Then to your question, then he also asked, what did Mr. Sam Jackson actually do to you? Mr. Jackson did not do anything to me at all. So, but I want you all to know as to why I cannot walk away. I owe this to the deceased, and also entities have also contacted me based on my work that I conducted. So since the judiciary branch of government is not interested in the work that I did, another entity is interested, and I have to submit my report to them because this could cause problems, serious problems. And I don't know if the caller was listening before. I said that in 2019, I saw myself at the embassy of Sierra Leone having to answer questions. Okay, now let me make it clear. It's not that like I was arrested and carried there, but they requested my presence, which I did not expect. And two, the kind of people that I saw myself amongst and the type of questions that I had to answer, I do not want to be in that situation again. So this time the request is coming from little bigger hands. So I'm going to do what is right. So that answers that. For any question that will come similar to that again down the road.
Okay, and that room was not built in one day. You see this topic, we're going to take it time by time. We'll take our time and go through it. We want to come back here next week. And because this is not fair, today is you, it could be another person tomorrow. And one person on this platform could go to Liberia and try to do something, and they try to push you aside and say, "Oh no, we don't need you. You know how long? You know how we've been doing it. Why you won't go to Liberia and change the thing? We've been doing it this way. You won't come with new ideas, and Liberia we're not ready for new ideas. But we will push it on them. They will understand. We're not here to go after anyone, but we're just here to speak the truth. And it's not fair. We must treat our own rights. We don't have to go out and bring one white man to come do a forensic or do some autopsy that will believe it. I don't know. Apart from you, is there any other person in the country that do these things?
No, I'm the only forensic medical legal death investigator.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's it. So they're going to fight you. So let us continue. And I want to suggest.
Well, what the last caller see in the discussion here to think that Rockefeller was actually targeting Sam Jackson?
Because that's a family member of Samuel Jackson that called.
Sometimes the level of understanding is the problem.
No,
sometimes it's based on party line, based on us, based on all kinds of things. Maybe that Jackson family just go and say, listen, man, the man trying to attack. You see, that's why the common man, there's no justice for the common man in Liberia. No justice. Nobody know you on your own. Yeah. You got to fight for yourself. We see them doing things to people, and the other people are afraid to go home. Because if they can treat your own, this man could sit right in America, if you listen to me right now, he do his thing, work, and make his money, and don't have to go to Liberia. But he said, no, my country needs me. And then I said right there. But you used him last year, you've been using him. Why now? So let us get ready. And if I can just 2 seconds from each person for Dr. Rockefeller before we go to the next segment, please.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So, like I said from the beginning, this case and other cases of the past remain as a testing to the government and the issue of justice. I would think that the government of Liberia, through its judiciary system, will see reason, and I still do believe in the government of President Joseph Boakai, the government that came to rescue the people. That people are listening, the Ministry of Justice is listening to us and the concerns that are being raised and what is now playing with respect to this whole St. Jackson case, that the government will see reason to be very cautious as to where do we go from here. Through his judge or whoever is handling the case, that they be very, very careful. This is a risk that we are taking. This is an issue that will also have an impact on the decisions of investment in Liberia. If we will be handling things this way, or how we've handled things in the past, as to why we have not had closure to a lot of questionable crimes, including deaths. We have one before us now. That even the common man in the street has become a judge to know where the justice is supposed to definitely fall. Dr. Cooper is of our own, a Liberian who has learned abroad and willing to also to make his input, which he's doing. But any attempt to have this matter, which is very clear in sight, it will be a big shame to the government of Liberia. And I don't think that President Boakai will let this slide. I don't think that the Ministry of Justice will let this slide. I don't think that the family of the late Tuni will let this slide. I don't think even the Samuel Jackson, wherever he sits, and his defense counsel is an irony to see where we find ourselves when that very defense counsel should be the one taking the torch at any level of any detour or any exit we want to find. This case, if nothing is done, and it lands in the court of public opinion, and even the international community, it will tell very bad on the government of Liberia.
Okay, let's just give 30 seconds to Dr. Rockefeller. Give us 30 seconds of your closing, but next week again we'll be on it. And let's go the next. So I won't tell you thank you again. You just see my promo coming up.
Okay.
So have a good day.
So I want, yeah. So let me say this, and to those out there in radio land, I'm going to prove to Liberia and also teach Liberia a very hard and important lesson based on the way in which I have been ridiculed over the years in Liberia, though I am treated way more better outside of Liberia. I want to say this, and I want you to listen and listen very carefully. Based on, I have not come up with a preliminary finding intentionally because of how the case have been going. Through my legal counsel, I will be making Criminal Code A aware that I'm not prepared to testify in part on this case. So if part of my qualifications or the work that I've done, is going to be suppressed, then let everything be suppressed. My lawyers will be doing the communication. However, on June 23rd, this is my goal. Trust me, on June 23rd, Ntumbi will be heard. June 23rd happens to be her birthday, and my birthday is also June 8th. So I'm going to be celebrating my birthday on June 23rd by releasing the autopsy report and findings through all social media outlets and discussing it. And that is also going to be my protest based on the level of disrespect I have gotten in Liberia. Then things can be sorted out the way they want. It's going to be a full PowerPoint presentation. Nobody will be able to raise any argument. I'm going to speak and I'm going to bring truth to bear. On June 23rd, Ntumbi will be heard. I thank you all and have a blessed Sunday.
Yeah, thank you very much. Mine is June 1st anyway. Thank you very much.
Hour of Hope with the CEO. Do you know your Bible, or do you just say amen at the right time? It's time to find out on the Hour of Hope. Here's the deal. You call in. We ask you a Bible question. You get it right. You win $5. Yes, it is a real money for real Bible knowledge. Was it David or Daniel? Old Testament or New Testament? No. Cheating, just have faith, focus, and think fast. You have 5 seconds to answer the question. It is fun. It is fast. It is full of the Word of God. And every correct answer puts $5 in your pocket. So warm up your memory, grab your Bible, and get ready to shout, I know that one. This is Hour of Hope, where the Word is powerful and the answers pay. Call in, speak up, and win $5.
Standing true, glory, I will live God the glory. Oh, with CEO.
Okay, now it's the Hour of Hope. Get your telephone ready, call in, and get the questions and give us the answer. It's now over to the two pastors. I saw Dr. Peabody and the Reverend looking through the paper today, so it's not easy while he was driving.
077-959-959. Good evening. Hello.
Yes, hello.
You're very low. Hello.
I'm getting you. Hello.
Yes, your name, where you call from?
I'm Otis from the community.
Okay, Otis, go ahead. Let's listen to your question. Who's going first? Dr. Peabody? Or Kumis?
Jeff, can you hear me? Hi.
Yes, Kumis, I can hear you as well.
Okay. All right. Here's the question that I have for the caller. Please, I want you to tell me, according to Genesis, give me the name of the individual who requested that Joseph interpret the dream of Pharaoh. According to Genesis 41, chapter 41, verse 12 to tell me the name of the individual who recommended that Joseph, or who requested that Joseph give the interpretation of the.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Who was the individual?
The person about him, the one of the prison, one of the prison.
One of the prison guy, the one of the prison who?
The one of the prison are in jail only.
That was all. There was a specific individual. That's what I want. Okay.
It was the king cupbearer.
The king cupbearer. That's it. Congratulations.
Your name is Otis. Otis.
Yeah, the line is cracking.
770
14 13 90.
Okay. Good evening.
Yeah.
Yes. Your name, where you call from?
I'm Ruka, calling from Maja.
Okay, Marufka from Masha. Okay, listen to your question, Maruf.
Ruka, how many chapters you have in the book of Matthew?
Roof?
Man, Roof.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
You heard a question?
They call him Papa.
Hello?
Yeah, name where you call from?
Chris from Broadway.
Okay, Chris Noah. All right. Listen to your question.
Chris, how old was Joseph when his brothers sold him into slavery? How old was Joseph? To just give you a clue, according to Genesis chapter 37, verse 2, how old was Joseph when his brothers sold him?
He was 20 years.
20 years old. The answer is wrong.
Try again. Hello?
Hello?
Yes? Yes, go
Yeah? Yeah.
Listen to your question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You ready for your question? Ready?
That's why you gotta leave the noise. He's asking you. You ready?
Yeah, I leave it. No, I'm getting anything for you. The I'm getting good. What?
Yes, you gotta listen.
Isaac, who's Isaac's father in the Bible? Isaac.
Hello?
Did you get a question? Who is Isaac's father?
Isaac's father was Jacob.
Oh, please, man.
You getting me?
Please, man. You're wrong.
Say you're wrong. Try again. Good evening.
He answered it like he know it.
Yeah, Nino, where you call from?
My name is Emmanuel Snow, and I'm calling from New Jersey.
Okay, Emmanuel. Listen to your question.
Emmanuel, here is your question. According to Genesis 41, verse 50 to 51 and 52, give me the name of the father of these two individuals, Ephraim and Manasseh. Ephraim and Manasseh.
He left the line.
He left the line. The brother said the question was too big.
Let you know where you come from?
This is Watson community.
Okay, Watson, listen to your question.
Watson, I'm going to repeat a question I asked earlier on. According to Genesis 41, chapter 41, verse 51 and 52, give me the name of the father to these two individuals, Ephraim and Manasseh. Whose sons? Who was the father?
Joseph.
Congratulations, Joseph.
Watson Peters?
Yeah.
Okay, Watson. Call your number.
0886
0886
11
11
45
45
10.
10. Okay. Good evening.
Yeah, how are you?
Hey.
Good. This person know the Bible.
Yeah, let me ask you where my listening here.
How are you, Steven?
The way the man answering.
I'm okay. Listen to your question.
The way the man answering, well, you know the power. How many chapters in the book of Matthew?
Steven, you heard the question?
No, I'm not hearing nothing.
How many chapters in the book of Matthew?
Listen, how many chapters in the book of Matthew?
What?
How many chapters are there in the book of Matthew?
25.
What?
Say?
25 chapters of Matthew, and 25 from chapter 1 to 25.
No. You're wrong.
You
You're yelling like that, like you know the thing.
Good evening. You know where you come from?
Joshua Flomo, calling from Johnsonville.
Say your name is?
Joshua Flomo.
Jasper Flomo. Joshua. Okay, listen to your question, Joshua.
Joshua, here is your question. Give me the name of the lady in the book of Luke chapter 1:25, who said to her husband, "See what the Lord has done. He has taken away my public reproach from among them." Who is that lady? What is the name of her husband?
I gave it to there and that of Zachariah.
Congratulations to you, Elizabeth, speaking to Zacharias.
That's right.
Good.
Yeah. Please, my number is registered in my web name.
Yes.
And Dora Promo.
Call the name. Call the number.
0886
0886
65
Say
95 43 28.
You say what is her name?
Andorra Promo.
Andorra.
Yeah.
Promo. Okay. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
The name where you call from?
Robert Bokari, calling from Zubata.
Robert from Zubata. Okay, listen to your question, Robert.
All right, let me ask you that question. The question. Okay, Robert, here is a simple question for you. What is the name of the king of Judah who was overthrown or overtaken by invading army and had his eyes plucked out?
Come again?
What is the name? Give me the name of the king of Judah who was overtaken by an invading army and his eyes of invading army that had his eyes taken out.
I'll give you Rehoboam.
Come again?
Rehoboam.
Jeroboam?
Rehoboam.
Rehoboam? No, it is not Rehoboam.
Okay, good evening.
Hello?
Yes.
All right.
How are you now?
Yeah.
My name is Hamilton George.
Hamilton George.
Yeah.
Okay. The book of Psalms contains how many chapters?
Hamilton, you
Hello?
listen? You heard the question?
The book of Psalms.
Yeah, listen. The book of Psalms has how many chapters?
So, the book of Psalms has 83.
You got it.
Hey, my man, I'm not guessing that easy.
Wow.
The man was talking with confidence.
Yeah. So I want to say many things to the station, and we now know that the whole Subaltern listen to Kear Radio when everybody had a earpiece in that year, and we hope this program will continue. You know, there are a lot of platforms that brought the program during elections and they cancel it, so they will continue. Thank you.
Oh.
All right, everyone, listen to your question.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man talking.
You, are you ready for your question?
Sure.
Because the whole time listening to you.
So when you get it wrong, everyone will laugh at you.
Okay, so here is the question. What is the name and what king's name named peaceful. According to, let me give you a clue quickly. According to 1 Corinthians chapter 22, verse 9, what king's name means peaceful?
It's Jesus.
The whole time listen to you.
It's Jesus.
Jesus, no. Yeah, the Bazilian left Solomon.
Try again. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Your name, where you call from?
Chris for the second time.
Chris Noah. Okay, listen.
I wanted to ask two
Question.
two
I give you the same question. Who is Isaac's father in the Bible? Look, I don't like to repeat myself. Who is Isaac's father?
Who is Isaac's father?
Abraham.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Chris, you said Chris Noah?
Yes, sir.
Chris Noah, call your number.
0881.
0881.
Chris Noah, you vision impaired.
32.
Yes, 44.
44.
42.
42. Okay. Let me just announce this to you. Last Sunday, and we still have the person $5. I think one of their DJs, the number they gave was not correct. So if the person called, I have the number here, but when I announce the number, you will call and tell me that I'll ask you to call the number. Once you get it, then I'll know it's you.
Okay.
Good evening.
Let me.
I have a question.
Okay.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Hello.
Okay.
Your name, where you call from?
My name is Abraham Khan, and I join you from PRC.
Okay, Abraham, listen to your question.
Abraham, listen to your question.
I want to just tell you before answering.
Yeah, you want to say something before answering?
Yeah, I want just to tell you about it. My level.
Abraham, call your number. What number? What the number you gave?
0777.
0777, yes. 16, yes.
76. 47.
Yeah, you 47. So one.
Yeah, but you got in trouble when you win today again. You get in something good.
That was the number that was not correct.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, like your number. One of the numbers are not correct. But I got it here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So here's the question.
This is your question.
Who was the oldest man mentioned in the Bible? And how old was he?
Just listen.
Who was the oldest man mentioned in the Bible? And how old was he?
She had to read it for me, please.
That man trying to look for something.
Yeah, I'm not listening.
Just listen keenly. You hear the question.
Listen to my question.
Listening to radio, so getting
yeah. So wait now. Just wait.
He was the oldest man mentioned in the Bible. How old was he as well? Who was that person?
The oldest man mentioned in the Bible. How old was he? Who was that person? Who was that man?
Every did it. Every did it. Woman can use to call that name.
Hello, please listen now.
No, that man be looking at Google. Don't mind him.
Remember that man get button phone in the lab.
The oldest man in the Bible.
Oh, okay, so I get it next to
Okay. No, but you call the age now. You ask for the age.
I asked for the age.
You ask for the age.
You are 955.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You finished 5, but you wrong. Now the one that you almost there. I still got to help you, man. I know. Let's take a vote. Let's take a vote.
Okay, like 969.
No.
Yeah.
Let's
give it to him. But I'm not
I'm knocking in front of you $10 so I can forget.
Look at.
Okay.
Yeah. 969 years old.
Yeah, he was 969 years old.
Hello?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm okay. Your name, where you come from?
How about City?
Okay, I got a question for him.
Robert.
Yeah, Robert, listen to your question.
What did Samson use to kill 1,000 Philistines?
He used the jawbone of an axe.
Eh? What you say?
The jawbone of a donkey and the axe.
Congratulations.
What?
Robert,
He finally that money for question of debt.
I never believed that this guy.
Call your number. 775
976
976
443.
443. Congratulations. Good evening.
Let me ask my last before I leave you guys. Let me ask my last.
Your name, where you call from?
My name is Daniel Flomo, calling from Dubrovsha.
Okay, Daniel, listen. Yes, Mr. Andrew?
The question is, where in the Gospels do you find the shortest voice?
John 11.
John
11:35.
All right.
Everybody know Join the 135.
Daniel Peter.
Daniel?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Peter. Daniel Peter. Okay.
Let it pass to the rest. I got another question too.
No.
Call your number, Daniel. 776.
Yeah. I'm going to jump into my
passes.
Okay. Thank you.
Dr. Peter, Dr. Peter was good seeing you, man.
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
No.
Who's name?
Napa.
Where Pani?
Waxing Peter.
Okay, waxing.
Waxing Peter.
Okay. All right. Waxing. This person. Good evening. Hello. Hello.
I said that money business they will call.
The name where you
That
call
was
from?
freebie, they would never call.
Okay, listen to your question.
Okay, you ready? Who was the woman judge of Israel?
I'm getting the general.
Who was the woman judge of Israel?
Yeah?
Who was the woman judge of Israel?
Who was the woman judge of Israel?
He's not that way, so they will answer.
Yeah?
He got it. Oh, let's go. Yeah?
He said Esther?
Wrong.
Yeah.
The person, they didn't see that one there coming.
Steven?
Yeah, man. Where are you?
Steven?
Yes.
Okay, Steven, listen to your
My man, Steve, Jefferson, man, are your relative because they got call my show the other day asking for you.
No, but the man normally calls on the show, so yeah.
All right, Stephen, here is your question. The destruction of Nineveh was in fulfillment of whose prophecy?
Mr. Will.
Steven, are you there?
Yeah, I'm not hearing what the man said.
Okay, listen carefully, my brother. I can tell. I know what's going on. It's under the line or something. But
No, just listen. I'll relay. Just listen.
the destruction of Nineveh was in fulfillment of whose prophecy?
The destruction of Nineveh
Mm-hmm.
was in fulfillment of whose prophecy?
For Jonah.
No, I knew you were going to say Jonah. No, it's prophet Nahu.
I knew that Jonah knew you were going to call.
Good evening.
Everybody think it was Jonah.
Plus the person, let me get this from this line here. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hey, Mr. Wei Garcia?
Yeah, Jeff.
Okay.
I want to partake on the program.
Okay, Mr. Wei, I got one for you.
All right. Tell me. Okay.
Hello?
You want to partake, right? How many chapters we have in the book of Matthew?
How many chapters are there in the book of Matthew?
Nobody answered that yet, right?
The book of Matthew has 26.
Hey, you want to partake? Anyone partake in the Bible question?
I said 26.
And you say you want to partake in the Bible question?
I don't hear you. Yeah.
I'm not getting here at all. At myself, I'm not getting here.
The answer is wrong.
Listen,
No, I asked him. He said he won't partake. He came
yeah, so
confident
it's not
to
26.
partake.
Let's go back to a main line. Good evening.
Gosh, the thing is so simple. Just go to the end of the chapter. Gosh.
Someone don't have internet.
But the boy, even though they get the Bible, said the time they will take to find the thing. Like,
yeah.
Okay, listen to your question, Tigaga.
Okay, Tigaga, I want you to listen carefully, okay?
Okay.
Jonah talked about Nineveh, but somebody talked about it earlier on, the destruction of Nineveh earlier on. Who was that prophet? Somebody from Come again?
I said Prophet now.
Thank you. I was just trying to rephrase the question in another way.
Go ahead, number. 0886
19
19
57
57
41.
Is it in your name?
Sure.
Okay.
Digaga.
Good evening.
okay, I got one question.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm calling from Leo.
Samuel
Clinic. The answer.
Samuel from Soul Clinic. Okay, listen.
Okay, it's in the book of Numbers. How many spies were sent to spy out on the land of Canaan?
Listen, I'll read
How
it.
many spies they sent to spy on the land of Canaan?
How many spies they sent to spy on the land of Canaan?
How many people they sent to go spy to see what's there?
How many spies? How many persons they sent to spy on the land of Canaan?
There were 5.
Wrong.
Try again.
I would like to ask this question again so I can give you the answer.
It's really, really tough.
Edward,
Edward, money boy, you must ask me question. Yeah, can you say with me, of course? No, you must ask me question. You know, you must ask me question. Go ahead.
All right. You ready for me?
Yeah.
I'm ready to start it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you, Manyaga. Easy question. Jacob had 2 wives. Jacob had 2 wives. Name the 2 wives Jacob had.
Jacob?
Yeah.
Rachel and Leah.
Yeah, you're smart. You got it.
Edward. Joe.
That's a hard question. You got it. I mean,
Edward, I'm forgetting about you, Edward.
7.
Yeah, 5 3.
5 3
07 07.
0707. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Your name, where you call from? Roland Kine from Marshall.
Yeah.
Okay, Roland, listen to your question.
Can I come?
Pastor Cummings?
Yep. Somebody phone. Okay, Roland, here is your question. Tell me, in which chapter in the book of Acts that states that they receive the Holy Ghost, gave them the unction or gave them the utterance? Which chapter in the book of Acts, which chapter, which verse says that the Holy Ghost came upon them and gave them the unction or utterance? Come again?
Chapter 16.
Acts 16? No.
Try again. Good evening.
Yes, you.
Your name and where you come from?
4:30 we're closing.
Okay, you say?
Karim calling for brother.
Karim P. Listen to your question.
How many How many chapters in the book of Psalm?
How many chapters are there in the book of Psalms?
More than 50 chapters.
You know, he got it.
You getting me?
You say how many chapters?
Dr. Peabody.
More than 50.
You got it. You got it.
60 or which one? 60 or
150.
okay.
Yeah, you got it. The question been lingering around for a minute. You got
Karim.
Yeah.
Karim T. Call your number. 773.
74.
Begin. I mean,
Yeah, 83.
83
46.
46. The number in your name?
Ima Molani.
What's her name?
Gloria Williams.
Gloria?
Yeah.
Gloria. Okay. All right. Good evening.
Yes.
Your name and where you call from?
Anita Flomo.
Anita?
Anita Flomo.
Anita Flomo. Listen to your question now.
Anita, here is a simple question for you. Mary met a particular lady, and upon greeting her, the baby leaped in her womb. Who is that lady? Thank you.
Anita.
That picking knows something. Oh, he knows something.
Flomo. Call your number.
Yeah.
0886
84 10 36.
Take time.
84 10
10
yeah
36. Is it in your name?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good evening.
Hello.
Let me know where you call from.
I'm Josh with Capital.
Okay, Josh. Listen to your question.
Josh, can you hear me?
I'm not getting there.
Josh, I listen to it.
There are how many chapters in the book of
Hello?
No, listen. You get it.
There are how many chapters in the book of Romans?
There are how many chapters in the book of Romans?
28.
No, man. Go sleep, brother. Go sleep.
Go sleep. Yeah.
Go sleep. If you hear me talk, me like, go sleep.
Yes, it's Roland again.
Roland Kine. Okay.
Roland Kine. Roland, where in Matthew can I find this? Go ye into the world. Give me the chapter and the verse. Okay. Go ye into the world and make disciples, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit.
In Matthew 25.
What is the name of your pastor?
Roland Kine.
Roland?
What's the name of your pastor?
I mean, he answered it like he knew it. He didn't
Pastor Mike? I would recommend that Pastor Mike have you come to Bible study every time and prayer meeting, please. That is a very easy question because Dr. Peabody been asking for a particular answer. The question is close to an answer. So sorry, Roland. Sorry.
You know, he got an answer. It knew that the right thing.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. The name where you call from?
My name is Finda. Calling from Brovin.
Finda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finda.
Okay. Who wrote the book of Romans? Finda.
Hello.
Who wrote the book of Romans?
Hello.
Who wrote the book of Romans?
I'm getting you.
Hello.
Yeah, the session now.
Is that Pastor Hello wrote the book?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Finda.
Yeah.
You hearing me now?
Yeah.
Who wrote the book of Romans?
The book of magic.
Oh, Romans.
Boy.
Hello.
Okay, we'll come back. Hello.
A lot of people don't know the Bible. Though. A lot.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
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 Your name and where you call from?
Robert Smith.
Robert Smith?
Yeah, Robert Smith.
Miracle. Miracle. Okay, listen to your question, Miracle.
All right, Miracle. Give me the name of the first 4 books in the New Testament. Name the first 4 books in the New Testament.
Mark, Luke, John.
What?
Miracle.
Is there?
The Mark.
Mark, Luke, John.
Mark, Luke, and John?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Mark, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I thought it was the other way around.
Miracle Smith, call your number.
0778.
778.
No, 086.
Oh, the man changed it quick.
086.
32.
32.
3278.
78.
87.
87. Is it in your name?
No, in my money.
Where money?
Louisa, we are.
Louisa. We are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you calling from Jefferson? We are resident?
All right, I just calling ready to call, so I guess I need to tomorrow.
People always call it. Hello. Hello.
How many callers do I here?
Poker Robert. Poker Robert.
Hello.
Yeah,
Poker
hello.
Robert. How many chapters in the book of Psalm?
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Wrong question.
Oh, okay.
How many
Poker,
chapters
you
in the book of Romans?
Please release the question of begging, man.
Okay. Then listen.
But he didn't cut his stuff
You
off.
got radio in the back.
Yeah, I think you want to hear.
Poker, who wrote the book of Romans?
Poker, who wrote the book of Romans? Poker, are you there? Too bad. We think Poker. Robert, 4-5. Hello.
How many callers we got now, Jeff?
This is 15.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, man, Roof.
Roof Khan. My roof?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen to your question.
Man Roof?
Yeah.
All right. Here is a simple question for you, okay?
Yeah.
When Mary and Mary took Mary and Joseph took Jesus for safety.
Maruf? Where?
Egypt or Egypt?
Egypt.
Maruf?
Oh, she's okay. All right, Manu. Congratulations. Okay.
Call your number.
771.
771
75
75
90
19
Small voice.
35. I will need it on the number. Rolling can okay, rolling can. Okay.
Good.
Yes.
Anybody answer my question yet?
The Matthew question, the Romans, not yet. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes. Call your name and where you come.
Fidesco for the second time.
Okay, Fidesco. Listen to the question. Repeat, buddy.
How many chapters in the book of Romans?
Fidesco, how many chapters are there in the book of Romans?
The book of Romans.
Yes.
What you said?
The book of Romans. How many chapters?
Contain how many chapters?
In the book of Romans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you looking at the Bible quickly? You going to Romans?
You getting the pages, right?
Yeah.
How many chapters are there in the book of Romans?
It's about 16.
What?
Say how much?
16.
16. 16?
1-5 or 1-6?
1-5 or 1-6? Which one?
I'm talking about 1-6, which is 16.
Yeah, he got it. He bet you. He searched it all over.
Now flipping the picture.
Yeah.
Let's go. You okay?
A man said 2 crack coffee, drink water, he passed the sheets.
That would happen, and are you Jefferson?
Call your number.
But Jefferson, how you know that man?
088 44 52 90.
Pastor Kumi, I mean, every day I should be living way poor. He said I should go find him. All the while was it for me. I will try to find you one day. I will try to find you. Hello?
For you to get your bag of cassava, that's all.
Hello?
Hello, your name, where you come from? We have 17 persons now.
Yeah, Fina.
Oh, Fina, for the second time from Broadview. Okay, listen. Pastor Kumis?
Fina, Richard had a sister by the name of what? Richard had another sister. Can you name her sister that she was contending with?
I'm getting you, sister.
Yeah, Richard's sister.
Who was Richard's sister?
Richard's sister.
Mm-hmm. Her name?
Ruth.
Come back. You should call by Fina.
Well, I think you should call back next week now because of time already. All right, who next?
Yes, your name, where you come from quickly?
Maybe from Casali Boulevard.
You say who?
Okay, answer this question simple. I asked the question, somebody answer the other part of it. I want you to answer the other part. Who wrote the book of Romans?
Who wrote the book of Romans?
Maybe Paul.
Eh?
Paul.
You said Paul.
Yeah, it was Paul. You're right. You got it, Paul.
You say your name is?
He said, I gave you Paul.
Abraham. Call your number.
881
0881
99 20
45. Is it in your name?
Yeah.
Abraham who? Okay. Good evening. 2 more to go.
Good evening.
Your name, where you call from?
This is Roland calling.
Roland Colley. Listen to your question.
Roland Colley. Roland, here is a simple question for you. Where was Joseph firstly placed when his brothers decided to kill him? Where they put him first?
In a pit.
In a pit. Congratulations.
Roland Colley.
Yeah.
Okay. Call your number.
088
52 6 or 5. Which one?
That the people they take the last one. So we go.
42 21. Is that your name?
Yes.
Okay. The last person. Good evening. Hello.
Ask you one question.
Okay. Hello.
All right.
Hello. Yeah, you know what you
I want to ask you one question, right?
Yeah, I'm Josh.
Okay, Josh. Listen.
What was the first language the Bible was written in?
What was the language? The first language the Bible was written in?
It was written in Greek.
It
was written in Greek.
I'll take it.
Hello?
I think you didn't answer it. I'll give you half of it.
Hello?
Yeah. Very people otherwise.
No.
Okay.
No, I said no.
You answer him, man. And we'll take what the last person who will be that lucky person. You, this person. Welcome. Your name.
Hello.
Your name you call from where?
This is Robert S. Bokari from Zubatan.
Okay, Robert, listen.
Where do they have Zubatan, Jeff?
Tuporo.
Dupo. The question I wanted to ask the brother, it was going to be a bonus question, but let me ask you this question. What is the frequency of this radio station?
95.9.
95.9. Okay, so here is your question. That tells me that you listen frequently. Here is the question that I have for you. And it's a simple question. If Joseph was not recognized by his brothers when they came across him for the first time, what changed about Joseph that they couldn't recognize Joseph?
Joseph's status.
Joseph's status.
Which Joseph was operating, you could not recognize him.
Congratulations.
What is your name?
Robert S. Bukari.
Robert Bukari.
Okay.
Call your number.
0886
0886
02
02
77
77
01.
01. Is this number in your name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, congratulations. Well, we've reached the number.
All right, guys, let's do this again next week.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It was a nice show, and the Reverends want to say thank you for everything. CEO Jefferson, to everybody, those of you are listening to us same time, same station. Don't forget, go on Facebook and look for Kear Network and KCN TV, and on YouTube is Kear Network. Once you type in Kear Network, it will pop up. And also try to subscribe on the Kear Network. I know you librarians don't like to go to YouTube. You think that the data is too much, but just go there and help build this station, build this platform. It's for you, the ordinary Liberian. We don't believe in big names. We believe in the people who are the listeners. Anybody want to give me a closing, or else then I know time at 5 spent.
Closing, that call it a day, and you guys next Monday. Thanks for
All right.
All right.
Now everybody can pray for you,
Great show. Next week. Stay blessed.
Jefferson, how many people called today?
We reached the exact number. 20.
20?
Yep.
Okay. All right, my man, I'll see you, man. I got to go to another community meeting. Tomorrow, my birthday, Jefferson. What you get for my birthday?
Edition. Until then, have yourselves a blessed day. From
Jefferson, you're feeling disconnecting us. That's the problem. Quick.
Yeah. Fine.
General, we'll play the team song.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to clear this. Then tomorrow, my birthday. What you got for me, Chef?
Yeah. From my body down around and up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on along. Conversations with the vision bearer. Bringing hope alive. Giving back so our people can rise. From villages north to the city lights. Building the future. Doing what's right. Agriculture, education, healthcare for all. Clean water and sanitation. Standing tall across 15 counties and 16 tribes. Christopher Tia keeps hope alive. He believes Together we will rise again. Together we build it hand in hand. Conversations with the vision bearer. Hosted by Munir Kessin, the general. With Atrophy by his side. Live on Kear Radio FM 95.9. KCLTV, Facebook, and Kear Network. YouTube, the time